Dear students, today we are going to start with Chapter 2, The Sound of Music by Deborah Colley. Now, this chapter is divided into two parts. The first part is about a multi percussionist, Evelyn Glennie, and the second part is about the great Shehnai player, Bismillah Khan. About the author. Deborah Cowley was born in India, grew up in Toronto, Canada, and graduated in English from the University of Western Ontario and moved to Ottawa for a job with the Unitarian Service Committee. She then spent 2 years with the United Nations Relief and Works Agency. Her broadcasting career began when she was posted to Washington with her husband. She worked as a freelance reporter for CBC Radio and also did several TV documentaries. Theme of the story. Evelyn Glennie is a multi-percussionist and can play about 1,000 instruments with perfection. She fought her physical disability and set an example before us that if we have firm determination and dedication towards our work, we can certainly achieve our goals. Our dedication and desire will constantly recharge us to fight our disabilities. Before starting with the chapter, let us see the three primary types of instruments. So we have the string instruments, wind instruments, and percussion instruments. String instruments are those musical instruments that produce sound from vibrating strings when the performer plays the string in some manner. Wind instruments are those musical instruments which are played by blowing into a mouthpiece set at or near the end of the resonator. And the percussion instruments are those musical instruments that makes a sound when it is hit, shaken or scraped. Evelyn Glennie, a Scottish multi-percussionist, was born on 19th July 1965. She went to school at the Elon Academy. Her musical studies began on the piano at the age of 8 and then the clarinet. She discovered percussion at the age of 12. Later on, her parents bought her a snare drum and she began to take percussion lessons. Evelyn lost her hearing gradually. Her mother, Isabel Glennie, noticed this when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. Her name was called out, but she did not respond to her teacher. For quite a while, she was able to hide her deafness from her parents, friends, and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks deteriorated. The headmistress told her mother to take her to a specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. She became deaf in her early age. Despite deafness, she was very focused and had a strong willpower. She was determined to lead a normal life, and because of this passion for music, she was not ready to give up. She was determined and wanted to pursue her interest in music. One day, she saw a girl playing a xylophone. She decided to play it, but most of her teachers discouraged her, and it was then that Ron Forbes, the percussionist, spotted her potential and motivated her to learn music in a different way. Ron Forbes supported her in achieving her goals. He spotted her potential and tried to help her out. He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. He then asked her not to listen through her ears but try to sense them in some other way. This helped her to sense notes in different parts of her body. Determination and hard work proved magical. Soon she was very excited. She felt the vibration of higher drums from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. She had learned to open her body and mind to sounds and vibrations. Ron Forbes created Evelyn's interest in music. She never looked back from that point. By the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored the highest marks in the history of the Academy. Evelyn never allowed deafness to come in her way. No doubt God had taken her hearing. However, He had given her back something extraordinary. Her deafness didn't hamper her determination. She proved with confidence and determination that she could achieve whatever she had aimed at. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performances. At the end of her 3-year course, she had captured most of the top awards.